Hello, welcome back to my channel. This video is starting a few days late. I was supposed to start this Friday night. It is Monday night. But I found out that I had to work on Saturday, so things didn't really work out the way that I wanted to. But obviously, as you can see from the title of this video, I will be reading for 24 hours. But here's the kicker, okay? I've already been up for 11 hours, give or take, at 8 o'clock. It'll be 11 hours. It's like 7:45 right now. So I have already been up. I've been up for 11 hours already, which is insane to think about, but it's true. And I will be reading throughout the night and then tomorrow morning, and then I will end at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So I'm hoping this, if I do it this way, it doesn't ruin my sleep schedule, because when I do it the other way, where you start in the morning and end the following morning, absolutely ruined my sleep schedule. So I'm hoping this might make things better. But I don't know. We're testing the waters. I'm really hoping this works because school starts in like a month. So I don't want to ruin my school schedule right now because I will not be able to get it back in time. But I'm going to be reading for 24 hours straight, which I think I've already said, but just to recap that minute and a half that I just explained the situation. So, game plan. The books that I'm going to read. So, the goal is to read 4 books, but I have 5 books in this stack, but the goal is to read at least 4, so that's my only stipulation. First we have Bidding on You by Lynn Painter. I'm like 100-ish pages into this book. So first order of business is obviously going to be finishing this. My goal was to have this finished before starting that video, but that didn't happen because, as I often do, I got distracted. So first order of business will be finishing that. But the other books I have that I want to read, also ignore the 2 new books on my shelf. You don't see them. There's a reason why I bought them. I do have an excuse, and you will hear about it later in another video. Then we have 5 Survive by Holly Jackson, The Grandest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, Night Shift by Annie Crown, and The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. So I have 2 Lynn Painter books. This one is an adult. Betting on You is YA, just in case you were curious. You probably weren't though. This is romance, and then obviously Holly Jackson and Jennifer Lynn Barnes mysteries. So I would classify this one more of a thriller. I'm gonna save these for when the sun is out, because the Holly Jackson always has some sort of like scary element to her books. It's not necessarily scary, it's just like, I don't know how to describe it. If you've ever read a Holly Jackson book, you know what I'm talking about. And then these, I don't know, they can get a little dangerous, a little terrifying sometimes. So I'm saving that for when the sun is out and there's other people in my house that are conscious. So we're going to be reading romance for the next 12 hours. That's backwards. These are what we're going to focus on for now. But yeah. I thought this was going to take longer than it did, but it this is really all I have to say. These are the books that I'm going to be focusing on. If I finish these, I will pick another one from here. It'll probably be Loath to Love You because they're novellas, and if I'm short on time, I can read like a novella or 2 and we can be good to go. We can be done. So yeah, that's what I got going on, and we are ignoring these 2. They don't exist. I have a video specifically planned for those 2. I should have saved the other 2 for that video, but I didn't come up with the video idea until after I had read the other 2 books that would actually work for that video. This is what we got going on. I'm really hoping that this works out and that I don't get tired too quickly. I'm very excited for this, but I'm also very nervous, which is why I haven't turned the camera off. That was my mother, if you could hear that. She's giving me the countdown, apparently. Okay, let's get started. I finished betting on you. I'm giving it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I'll give you more in-depth thoughts at the end of this video because we're on a timer. These are the 2 books that I want to choose from, the Night Shift and the Love Wager. I'm really leaning towards Night Shift. So I think I'm gonna start that one. And apparently it's published by Wattpad, which means it was originally written on Wattpad, which I find interesting because I don't think I've ever read a book from Wattpad. But we're doing it now, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I think I'm gonna start with this one just because I like the premise of this one. She works at a library. He's a basketball player. They meet really late at night. That's all I've got. My eyes hurt. And I don't remember if I've said this or not because the brain is not braining right now, but I'm kind of hungry. So I think I'm going to eat something and then I'll start this. So that is my update. It is 11:30, which means we've been doing this for what, 3.5 hours? I don't know. It's 11:30. I started at 8. You do the math. My eyes hurt. I did cry reading Betting on You, by the way. So there's 2 reasons why my eyes hurt. I'm tired, and this book made me cry. So there's that. I broke my streak of not crying while reading, which is fantastic. You know, I live to cry over ink on dead trees. So, yeah. That's all I got. I'm also so tired. Work wore me out, so now I have to survive this challenge. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, but there's no other way for me to get this done unless I do it this way. So, okay. It's 3 a.m. now. It's been 3 hours. It's been 3.5 hours, but I read for 3 hours. I had a snack. My eyes are still very tired, but I didn't cry while reading this. I gave it 3 stars just because I feel like they didn't really have a connection until towards the end of the book. That's all I got. I'm exhausted. So, there's another one off the list. Now we're gonna do The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. I honestly have no clue what this is about, and I'm not even gonna, we're going in blind. That's all I got. I don't really think that I care all that much, to be honest with you right now. This is gonna be interesting, and you know, normally right about now we would be on the final legs of this challenge, but we're just getting started. That's fun. How many hours? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. We're 6 hours in. We're a fourth of the way into this. I've read 2 books. I'm honestly not as tired as I thought I would be because I did go to work today, so I was expecting to be just so out of it, but I'm retaining information, so I guess that's good because I really didn't know what to expect going into this. Also, a crazy thing to think about is that my dad will be awake in an hour and I haven't even gone to bed yet. So yeah, that's just a wild thought that just came to me just now. So also, I have no clue how he wakes up at 4 a.m. and is completely fine, but, you know, it's just, I don't know. There's no thoughts up here, if you couldn't tell. But I'm a fourth of the way through the challenge, and I've already read 2 books. My goal was to read 4. So I'm doing pretty good. I might get more than 4 books done. I mean, I have 5 options that I have like planned, and then a 6th one for a backup, but I'm gonna read Love Wager now. And I don't think I have the audiobook for this, but I kind of feel like I'm gonna start needing it eventually. So I'm hoping I can finish this before I need audiobooks, and then I can do The Grandest Game, because I have 4 hours of an audiobook left, and that's included with I want to say Prime, but it's not Prime. Whatever paid Spotify is. I don't remember anymore. The exhaustion is setting in. I'm so glad I took my contacts out, otherwise I'd be dying right now. In more ways than one. In more ways than one. I'm just gonna read. I'm not, words are hard right now. Alright, it's 8 a.m. I finished The Love Wager. I gave it 4 stars. It was enjoyable, I just didn't get that 5-star feeling. This is really getting to me. I'm not positive, but I think I fell asleep on accident for like 30 minutes. But I think I did fall asleep because it was like, I want to say 6:15, 6:20ish. And I laid down and like covered my eyes like this just to like give my eyes a break from reading for like 5 minutes. I've been taking 5-minute breaks every once in a while. It's not really like 5 minutes, it's more like 2 minutes, but you get the idea. Just to give myself a little break because I am going to be up longer than 24 hours. I'm so tired. But then I think I fell asleep for like 20-30 minutes, which is great. Honestly, I don't care because it wasn't like it was an hour or something like that. You know, I didn't miss a lot of time. And I finished this, which puts me at 3 books. So I'm 1 away from my goal. Worry about really anything other than making my book goal. And I'm 1 away, so I don't really care. But I need to eat, but it's also gonna take me like 30 minutes because I'm eating hash browns. I don't care. I need me some hash browns. I've been on a hash browns kick recently, but they take 30 minutes to cook, so I'm gonna put on an audiobook, which means, and the 5 Survive audiobook I had to buy, I found out, so I'm not doing that. I'm not paying $17.99 for something I'm gonna finish in a few hours. But the Grandest Game one is free with whatever the Spotify subscription is called. I still don't remember. I don't know. The thing that doesn't makes the ads go away and gives me 15 hours of audiobook. I have 4 hours left, so we're gonna start this. I'm really hoping that I can finish this in 4 hours. That's my goal. The Love Wager I read in 4 hours, so now the goal is to finish these last 2 books in 4 hours. I don't know if I can do it, but we're gonna try. So, there's that. I just have to get through this one, and then I don't really care anymore if I finish another book, to be honest with you, because the goal was 4, and I'm almost there. And I have 12 hours left. My math is wrong somewhere in there about the 4 hour and 4 hour thing, but again, too tired to care or check my math. 12 minus 4. Dude, I don't know. Right now is the least of my worries, but goal is to knock this out in 4 hours, and then if my math is wrong, I'll have time to start this one. If it's not wrong, I won't, but either way, I don't think I care, so there's that. I'm gonna put the audiobook on and go make me some hash browns before I die, because I'm close to death, and I just need to get through 12 more hours of this. I think I can do it. I'm actually very scared that I won't be able to, because I've already fallen asleep, and I'm halfway through. I've already fallen asleep. So this is gonna be a very interesting time. But I read 3 books in 12 hours. I don't remember how many books I read in 12 hours, the first 12 hours the last time. But I think I read like 6 in total. So there is that. We'll see if I can beat that. But seriously though, I'm going to make food because I'm starving. Alright, it is 1 p.m. which means there are 7 hours left. Praise the Lord. I haven't finished The Grandest Game yet. I'm, hold on, 157 pages in. Honestly, my goal right now is just to finish this because I'm really starting to feel it. And I'm really excited for 8 p.m. to hit. But we're really, really close. 7 hours left. I'm so excited to sleep. I've said it like 25 times. Not on camera, but just in general to the people that live in this house. So yeah, really all I'm worried about right now is finishing this. I'm not even thinking about starting 5 Survive or Loath to Love You. Obviously my goal was to try for 5 books, but you know, I was sticking to the 4 books, and I do have to say that I did take another nap. This one lasted an hour, and I don't think I would have woken her up unless my mom and my brother had come home, and my brother had come into my room to check on me. He knocked on my door like several times, and I was just dead to the world. I didn't even hear him until he came into my room and was yelling across the house. I did take a little nappy. I'm still exhausted. I have I'm running on an hour and a half of sleep right now. I haven't even put my contacts in today. The goal was to put them back in like after breakfast, and I didn't do that. And I don't think I'm going to. This is, I think, the first video that I've ever done in my glasses, but I don't care. I'm really tired. And I've already fallen asleep twice. You know what's even worse about the second time that I fell asleep? I fell asleep with an audiobook on. And the whole reason that I even put the audiobook on was so that I wouldn't fall asleep. And then I did. So I had to go back and read everything that I missed. And then my audiobook hours ended while I was asleep. I had 4 hours left that I was saving specifically for this video. And I used them all up while I was asleep. Well, I used like 2 hours while I was awake, and then the other 2 while I was asleep. I was conked out. Like, conked out. And I can't believe I fell asleep to an audiobook, but I did. So, I'm gonna really praying that I can finish this. And potentially start 5 Survive. Maybe not finish it, but start it. So, yeah. But this is looking smaller again, which is good. I feel like I kind of restarted, but I restarted for a good reason, which we'll talk about later. I'm gonna go today. It's 4 o'clock. I finished The Grandest Game. Took what, 8 hours to read, I think? I don't really remember. I started it at 8. It's 4 o'clock. So 8 hours. I have 4 hours left. Also, I rated this 5 stars. And I am not a fan of that cliffhanger ending. Like, really, really not a fan. And it's gonna stress me out because I don't think Glorious Rivals is out yet. So, but it will be out. It comes out July. It might already be out, actually. I know it comes out in July. I can't remember if it was the 16th or the 6th. There's a 6 somewhere in the date. But that's another one done. I need to emboss it really quick. So yeah, but I enjoyed it. I feel like this one woke me up a little bit, if that makes sense. I'm still exhausted, but I wasn't really like fighting sleep like I was. Like, reading The Love Wager was really, really hard because I was constantly fighting sleep. This one was a little better, so I'm hoping 5 Survive will be better. But I have hit my goal of 4 books, which is good. Somehow I'm at 11 books for the month. And I still have, what, like 2 weeks left in the month, I think? A full week and then 2 half weeks. Which is crazy that I've read 11 books already this month. But we're about to add a 12th one. This one kind of scares me because there are 6 people that are going on this trip and 5 end up surviving. And I also know that there's a really big twist and I'm scared. Apparently that, I don't know, their RV breaks down. It's 6 friends, their RV breaks down. And apparently there is a sniper. They broke down in like the woods or something like that. And there was a sniper hiding in the woods trying to kill one of them. And 5 survive. So that's terrifying. Ignore the thunder. I'm gonna read this now. I'm so tired. And I don't have an audiobook for this and the words are tiny. I just have 4 hours left and then I can sleep. I cannot wait for these 4 hours to come and go. I'm so incredibly tired. I almost fell asleep again, but I fought it. I fought it hard. And we're gonna finish this. Ugh. I haven't slept in so long. Okay. It's 8 o'clock, which means I'm done. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm at page 270 of 5 Survive, so I'll probably finish it tomorrow. I'm really enjoying it so far, and it's very good. That's all I really have to say about this. So I read 4.5 books. I'm tired. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload, which is on Mondays. And I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.